What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel, and welcome to my review of WWE Elimination Chamber 2026. What a show! What a show! Um, Very hit or miss show for some people. A lot of people seem to enjoy it. A lot of people seem to not enjoy it so much. I'm kind of in the middle on it. I was talking with 24/7, and he said that he also, overall as a whole, enjoyed the show. I think there are a few things about it that he also disliked, but overall as a whole, despite the flaws, he enjoyed the show as a whole. I'm kind of that way too. Like, I enjoyed it, but there are a few things personally that I didn't really like and I would have changed. But we're going to talk about all of that right here, right now. So let's get into it. We opened the show with the women's Elimination Chamber match. And to me, this match, I was just kind of bored, honestly. Like, it's not a bad match, but to me, it felt more like a Monday Night Raw main event than a PLE match. Like, it's not bad, but for being an Elimination Chamber with the stakes that are on the line, you'd think it would have been a bit better. And the talent involved, you'd think it would have been better. And I thought it was just fine. Like, a lot of it had to do with Tiffany Stratton. I love her, don't get me wrong, but she did way too many flips. Her and Kiana James, there were a lot of flips in this match, and it's just like doing the same moves all the time. Tiffany hit like the same moves to like everyone a couple times, not just her flips, but in general. And it's just like doing the same moves, and she's not the only one. It seemed a couple other people, like Kiana James, even. Um, so I was kind of bored because that was happening. I liked Alexa's Twisted Bliss off the Chamber Pod. I did think that was pretty cool. But yeah, it came down to Tiffany and Rhea, which I called in the predictions video. Rhea Ripley did pick up the victory, which, though I picked Tiffany Stratton, I'm totally happy with Rhea winning. I'm glad she won. And that kind of helped me not, I guess, fully dislike this match. I had a piece of paper. There's a garbage can there, if you're wondering. But yeah, I if anyone else other than Rhea or Tiffany won, I would not like this match at all. I it, Rhea winning made this match from I don't like it to being just okay, just tolerable. Because let's be honest, Rhea or Tiffany was one of them two was the right decision. One of them needed to win, and we got the right winner. Um, Everyone else, Kiana James, she was fine. Like, Asuka, she's fine. Alexa Bliss had a good performance, but she didn't last all that long. And Raquel Rodriguez, she looked good. I wouldn't mind seeing her as like women's world champ within the next year. So she was fine, but I don't think she needed necessarily to win this match. But yeah, Real one, I'm gonna go like 2.5 stars, maybe three, maybe. Like, I don't think the match was bad. It's just not what we should have gotten with the talent that's involved. If that makes any sense. I thought it was just okay. Up next, though, we had the Women's Intercontinental Championship match where we had Becky Lynch defending the title against AJ Lee. This was AJ Lee's first singles match in 11 years, her first title match in almost 12 years. So this was something. And you could tell that AJ looked a little rusty, like she hadn't done it for a while. She didn't look bad, but I wonder how much she actually trained and like prepared because you could tell she had a little bit of ring rust. It wasn't much, but just a little bit. But she had Becky as her opponent, which for having your first singles match in 11 years, I don't think there would be anyone better. I mean, maybe Rhea, but maybe a couple other people. But like Becky is on top of that list. If you need someone to kind of help carry you through a match since you haven't done one in 12 years, Becky would be that person. So, right call there, having her first singles opponent be Becky. Yeah, not a bad match. I didn't mind it. My Wi-Fi acted stupid, so my ESPN app started to buffer, so I missed the ending of this match. I went back Sunday morning and I rewatched the ending of this match so I could see it. AJ Lee wins, picks up the victory, becomes the new women's Intercontinental Champion. I'll give the match 3 stars. I liked it. I liked it more than the women's chamber match. I think if AJ wasn't as rusty in the ring, it could have been a lot better. But what we got wasn't bad. I still liked it. Up next, then, we had the best match on the card, by far. CM Punk defending the world title against Finn Balor. So, going in, everyone knew Finn Balor was not going to win. There's no way. CM Punk and Roman Reigns was made official for WrestleMania. And don't get me wrong, I love Finn Balor. And I think Finn versus Roman at Mania would put butts in seats for sure. But Roman versus Punk is the way to go here. So everyone knew Punk was going to win, and he did. But great match. I loved it. I don't know if I love it more than their match that they had on Raw about a month and a half ago. I don't know which one I like more. I'd have to go back and watch that one again. But this one was still good. I liked it. The crowd was kind of dead at times in this match, I will say. Roman's tweet says it all about the crowd being dead. I saw that and I'm just like, okay. But yeah, great match. I loved it. Punk does end up winning. I'll give the match 4 stars. I thought it was good. I enjoyed it quite a bit. Oh, and then after this, we had maybe the most I don't want to say controversial moment on the show, but a moment that didn't deserve the hate that it got. We found out what was in the crate. So on Raw and SmackDown over the past, I would say maybe 2 or 3 weeks, there was this big old crate. I'd say maybe a 7-8 foot crate around there. And it said do not open until February 28th, 2026, which is the date of Elimination Chamber. So we finally get to this part in the show where they open this. They open the crate and there's a casket in there. The casket opens up, and out comes Danhausen. Wow, what was? I don't know what that was. Wow, um, this was awesome. I love Danhausen. The fans in the arena that booed this segment, shame on you. This segment was awesome. It really, really was. I understand people wanted like Chris Jericho or this guy or that guy. It's Danhausen. What's there not to like about Danhausen? Danhausen's awesome. I'm glad he's in WWE. Things are going to be so fun now with him around in WWE. I am excited. He had a great segment on Raw last night. Like, he cursed Dominic Mysterio and caused Dominic to lose his IC title. So, spoiler if you haven't seen Raw. I got a new Intercontinental Champion. But, yeah, so that segment was awesome. It doesn't deserve the boos that it got from the fans. I loved that segment with Danhausen. I'm I'm glad Danhausen's in WWE. He's in WWE Hausen. And now we move on to the main event for the World Heavyweight Championship number one contender spot, the Elimination Chamber. We started it off with Cody Rhodes and Javon Evans. And them two had a good back and forth action. I think Trick was number 3, LA Knight was number 4. Right? No, Logan Paul was number 4. LA Knight was 5. Randy Orton was 6. Logan Paul eliminated the first 3 guys by himself. And, like, I get that was originally supposed to be Braun Breaker. And then when Braun got injured and had to be taken out, it became Bronson Reed. And then when Bronson Reed got injured, it became Logan Paul. So I get that. But just because Logan Paul is filling in for Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker doesn't mean you have to give him the dominant 3 eliminations like he got, like Braun Breaker or Bronson Reed probably would have. Like, Logan Paul didn't need to get 3 eliminations. And, like, with all due respect, yeah, Logan Paul can wrestle. I've said it before. I respect Logan Paul as a wrestler. As a human being, I don't like him at all. But, so, like, he can wrestle. He can put on good matches. I just don't like how they had him eliminate 3 people that he didn't need to eliminate. Fortunately, the Mystery Masked Man segment happened then. As Trick Williams was leaving, the Mystery Masked Man came and climbed up the chamber. Security came, pulled him down, dragged him up the ramp. Adam Pearce pulled his hood off. Nope, and it's some strange guy that nobody knew. Turns out it's some guy on the local indie scene in Chicago, I guess. And then he got carted out, and as Trick was leaving, another masked figure came into the cage along the side. So a second one. That one came in, super kicked Logan Paul, curb stomped Logan Paul. Cody Rhodes then came in, eliminated Logan Paul, and then the masked figure removes the mask, reveals himself. It's my boy, Seth Rollins. Seth is back. I am happy. Things are going to be awesome again. I will get more into that in a second. So, Logan Paul is eliminated. We're down to Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton. Them two kind of fight a little bit here and there. And while the door is still open, Drew McIntyre comes into the ring, hits Cody Rhodes with the title. Cody then starts fighting Drew. Orton then fights Drew a little bit. And then when Drew is taken out, Randy hits Cody with an RKO. 1, 2, 3. Randy Orton picks up the victory in the Elimination Chamber. That's something that I don't think anybody was expecting, but everybody wanted. Like, if I'm almost positive going into the show, almost everyone thought Cody was going to win. But like everybody wanted Randy to win. I'm one of them. 24/7 is one of them. In my predictions, I said 24/7 picks Cody Rhodes, but he wanted Randy. I was in full agreement. Like, we got what we wanted, and I'm happy about it. The question is now, where do we go with this at WrestleMania? Do we go a multi-man like Fatal 4-Way, Fatal 5-Way? Do we go Cody versus Randy? Because on SmackDown this week, Cody is challenging Drew for the WWE title. So, like, if Cody wins, I could totally see them do, like, Cody versus Randy one-on-one at WrestleMania. If Drew keeps the title after SmackDown, then it'll probably be a multi-man match like Fatal 4-Way with Orton and Jacob Fatu as well. Maybe Fatal 5-Way if you throw Sami Zayn in there. So I don't know, but I'm curious and I'm interested. I kind of don't want to see Cody and Drew one-on-one again on SmackDown on Friday because this is going to be their fourth match since they started feuding back in like September, October, whenever that was. It's going to be their fourth match. So I'm starting to get kind of tired of their feud. But hey, as long as it's good, who cares, right? That's how my brain works. But yeah, guys, that was Elimination Chamber. Overall, I'm going to say it was maybe a 6 out of 10. Like, I liked it. Not the best, not the worst. Parts of it I thought could have been better. But overall, I liked it. We are now officially on the road to WrestleMania. We are, at the time of filming this, less than 7 weeks to go. We're about 6.5 weeks until WrestleMania. I'm excited. I got a couple WrestleMania video ideas I'm going to try to do. I'll see if 24/7 wants to do any with me. And yeah, we'll just go from there, all right? WrestleMania season is upon us. I'm excited. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for so much more. See you guys next time.